Just look! Just look! It looks like an empty potato skin. Hello, my name is Gary Darcy, also known as Joe Public. That's me. I'm going to take a look at some sculptures in public places around Scotland on your behalf. Like Tam here and his wife. But how am I qualified? Well, like you, I'm a member of the public. I've got no special knowledge on sculpture, but I pay taxes to help fund them. So am I, Joe Public, getting value for money? Remember this. Normally, if I want to see a sculpture, I'll go to an art gallery. The choice is mine. But public sculptures are in your face. By the way, what do you think of Tam and his wife? I'm becoming quite attached, but there's something they remind me of. So public sculptures have reached the hills. In the high street, they're unavoidable. Do people actually look at sculptures in public places? Take my friend here, Catherine Glover, the fair maid of Perth. Now she's a fictional character in a Walter Scott novel based at the end of the 14th century. And she was exceptionally beautiful. Are you as beautiful as that? Have you any idea who she is at all?
No.
Haven't a clue.
Have you heard of her?
No, I haven't, sorry.
Supposed to be the fair maid of Perth.
Not really, I've forgotten it all.
Now let's have a look at a very popular subject for contemporary sculpture. Yes, 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 animals. We find animal sculptures in a variety of locations.
In parks, for example.
Who's that? Flopsy, Flopsy, Cottontail.
Yes, Cottontail and Co. So beautifully moulded and, thank goodness, wearing not a stitch.
Hello from up here. This is a good day in Scotland. The rain's coming straight down and it's not coming in from the side. No one's indifferent to this modern sculpture. They either love him or they hate him. But he is a talking point. Do you recognise him yet? He advertises a very famous Scottish product. So cheers, or as we say in Scotland, slange.
What about a butterfly sculpture then? Well, here it is in the heart of a Dundee council estate, which has a tough reputation.
The green one. There, green one.
It was commissioned as part of a community project. This roundabout is in the east coast township of Montrose. As well as his swans, the sculptor David Annand has created 2 sets of wild geese here, which I, Joe Public, admire. We're going to look next at your wild geese sculptures in Montrose. Can you give us a little bit of background about that particular sculpture?
This deals with a poem by Violet Jacobs about the wild geese, where a northerner from Montrose is exiled in England, and he sees the skeins of geese flying over, and it reminds him of home. And so and the wind as well reminds him of home, and he says, "Wind hae mercy had your whisht for a darn listen mair," and it's the thought of these geese flying into the bay at Montrose and all over this area. It's just a wonderful sight. It's in quite a strong Doric Scots, which some people don't understand, but it still is beautiful nonetheless. It still makes the hair stand on the back of my neck when I hear it sung.
And far beyond the Angus Straths I saw the wild geese flee, a long, long skein of beaten wings with our heads towards the sea, and I their crying voices trailed, I heard them on the mercy had yet wished for a dawn of the sun.
Well, David, thank you very much for the insight into those sculptures. It's been very educational.
Right. Well, so far you've been looking at contemporary stuff, so you should maybe take a look at some of the old statuary and bronzes that our city fathers used to make, and put everything into context.
Our forefathers certainly placed their heroes on high. Presumably, this is St Andrew. Too logical by far. It's the first Viscount Melville, close friend and lieutenant of William Pitt the Younger, preserved for generations through strangulation by his lightning conductor.
Putting people on pedestals has problems. Even with a modest pedestal, it's still difficult to see them.
Remember what it was like as a young child, looking up grown-ups' nostrils? Always in danger of being crushed by big adult legs and feet? Statues are exposed to the elements. They are also exposed to ridicule, though this can sometimes be fun. In Glasgow, Wellington is better known for his permanent traffic cone than for Waterloo. Statues are also exposed to the indignity of bird droppings.
These were some of yesterday's important people. So who then do we celebrate today through public art? Well, here is a more recent sculpture. Arbroath's way of celebrating the new millennium. King Robert the Bruce and Archbishop Bernard de Linton with the famous Declaration of Arbroath of 1320. But the way that they're holding it aloft in this modern representation, what is it like? Scotland! Scotland!